What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of Real Estate Podcast, episode 420. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trev.
I'm here with Adam.
And this week,
This month.
2 months ago, I watched Good Fortune.
Cookie's
Yeah.
Fortune.
I watched it on November the 7th. I went back and looked.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I was going to rewatch it because I was like, it's been a couple of months. And then I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah, same.
I think it'll have the same outcome
Yes.
for me if I watched it twice.
Yeah.
That's a one and done.
I think that it is a one and done, and I think that they kind of dropped the ball here because they could have done like a more updated It's a Wonderful Life kind
Or a
of thing.
Scrooge kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it kind of got,
A little bit.
it went into, and it went in directions I wasn't fully expecting it to go. Like Keanu Reeves kind of like becoming just a regular dishwasher smoking cigarettes.
That's all I've
Yeah.
got. That was funny. He was the best part.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I think you guys can agree. Aziz Ansari is not the best leading.
I don't like him anymore. I mean, he was all right on, what was it, Parks and Rec? Kind
Yeah.
of gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it. I think it's just him.
Yeah. Well, he has to play a very specific.
He's not a
Like-
leading man.
He's not a leading man, and I
No.
think Parks and Rec kind of ruined your expectations
Like-
of what.
He's the guy in the tent with the Xbox.
And
Yeah, exactly.
and this movie wasn't particularly outrageously funny.
No.
And he does really well with that type of comedy where it's just full stop, just ridiculous one liner after ridiculous one. This one tried to carry a message throughout.
Yeah.
And I feel like another choice could have carried the movie a little better.
Yeah. I agree.
I believe he wrote
mean,
it. Yep, he wrote it and
Yeah.
directed it.
Yeah.
Don't.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. I'm glad I watched it. Won't be watching it again.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was fine. It was a movie,
Just when it got to the third act is when it was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of depressing now. Like,
Yeah.
and why didn't dude just give him the job back once? Like, because they kind of became buddies. Like,
Yeah.
it's like just hire him back.
Yeah.
I mean, but I knew when he was like, I'll just use this card. I was like,
Yeah, that's no
Mm.
good. I mean, why would you if you're working for this guy and he recommends you a place to go and eat, you should know.
yeah.
We ain't
maybe
on the
look
same level
online,
here.
Maybe Google.
Yeah,
If
exactly,
you're worried
yeah.
about how much money. Even the chick that went with him, she looked at the menu and was like, oh, I'll just take a water. Even she was like, damn, look at these prices.
Yeah. It's like this dude works at a freaking hardware store and lives in his car, Yeah, I mean,
It was a movie.
It was fine. Yeah, it's fine. It was a movie. I mean, I don't really.
Hour and 37 minutes. That was a good runtime.
Yeah. I would have
How
liked
much-
to.
Go ahead.
It would have been cool if they would have explored the hierarchy of the angels a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
The guardian angel of texting and driving. I mean,
I wish it would have showed more of him doing that. Like, there could have been so many good, funny bits.
yeah,
Well, the fact that they didn't play Iris
exactly.
when he was standing on the buildings. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Like he's standing there, or he's in the car watching someone drive. He's supposed to be helping them when they get in an accident.
That
Like,
would have been
just something. I mean,
hilarious. Yeah.
because him standing on the buildings, I was like, oh, this is very City of Angels here. Like, I guess angels
Yeah.
just like to do that, overlook this on the rooftop, of course.
yeah.
They go full Batman.
On the rooftop, of course. Funniest bit was him working in the kitchen. He's like, oh, when he got his first check, and he was like, taxes.
Yeah, what's all this stuff?
Welcome to
It's like,
America.
Yeah, right.
Defense isn't
they-
cheap.
Yeah. Why they
What's
have
all
to
that
take
money
my
for? The
money?
military.
Yeah. Welcome to the big boy club, buddy.
Yeah, gas is coming down though. You know.
Yeah.
Half
Yeah.
star.
Same.
Yeah. Well, you know,
You giving it no?
I get it. Man.
That makes sense. It's your star to give.
I think it's a one. I mean, I think we can all agree it is a 1 star.
It's no more than
Yeah.
1.5 for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, if it went over
I
that,
agree.
I think less of you if he was like, "I give it a full star." I'd be like, "What?
It's like, wow.
Did you watch it?"
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know about you. I don't know about you, Adam, but I was captivated.
Yeah. Mm.
No, I don't know. I think as we climb up in our age here, I think we got to be a little more stingy with our star power.
Comedies suck now.
I mean, to be fair, you're 100% right. Comedies do suck fucking ass now, and
Well,
it should be like a zombie movie. Should be one of the easiest movies to pull off.
Yeah, just be funny.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not that hard.
But there's so many lines that you have to dance around now. It's like, what's the point in trying to be?
you don't have to. They're just
I mean,
doing
yeah,
it.
you're right. You don't have to, but it's just like the things that are genuinely funny that have been released within the past couple of
luck.
years are just like, don't give a shit about any of that. Like Tires was legitimately
Yeah.
funny. You know what I mean?
But they
But they
go
didn't
there.
give a fuck. Yeah, they don't care. They're just like, yeah, let's just go for it. You know?
I think
It's like,
people would learn.
But it's not like it's not doing the bits that are politically incorrect for the sake of political incorrect. It's when they naturally occur that they're fucking.
Yeah, don't force
hilarious.
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you know, Aziz Ansari, he's trying to make a comeback from being canceled. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
So he ain't pushing nothing.
Yeah, because didn't he have that show on Netflix for a long time? And when he got canceled, they axed that, right?
Yeah, he got canceled from everything. I mean, that's the only way he was going to star in a movie is if he
Yeah.
wrote it and directed it. Like,
Yeah.
he's probably, this going to be my big break. I'm going to get Keanu. I can't believe Keanu Reeves. He's like, I get to be an angel? A guardian
Yeah.
angel? Whoa.
Yeah. I get to wear wings. Yeah. Yeah.
They're little
And a
wings.
trench coat. Yeah.
That might have been something. He's like, can we make the wings small?
Yeah. I want them to be really tiny. It's like, okay.
Yeah, cool guardian
Y'all
angel.
know. Yeah.
I'm the one that,
I would.
for when people text,
Yes. Yeah.
if you're texting
So-
and driving, whatever happens, happens. Play it as it likes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's Russian roulette.
Yeah. For legitimately, though, right?
It's just
Yeah.
a car instead of a bullet.
Yeah. Might as well be a bullet. Some people
Yeah.
are driving as fast as them shits are, so fuck. Stranger Things?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So just putting this out there, there is no 9th episode.
It's not happening.
No, it's over.
Eh,
But that shows you like how the ending was. Like
yeah.
people were like, "Oh, this is all a vision because that door handle's on the other side." They were like, "Remember the dude with the swap board?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's always funny.
It's the copium. What's the past couple of days? What it's really translated is that episode sucks so much ass. Please let there be another one that fixes it.
People truly believe there's going to be another one.
Yeah. I mean, I was,
Oh, there's
You know.
theories.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
I heard a
theories.
lot of the theories. They were actually better than what happened.
Exactly.
I was like, "Ooh,
They're all
I could
sitting the way Henry sits. They're
picture the
they're all
Duffer
eating
brother
the same.
watching those theories online, like knowing how it ends. Like, oh, why don't we think of that?"
Yeah. This,
They're just staring at their Chat GPT prompt.
You remember years ago, Griffin, I believe we were on here talking about it. You talked about her sister and how she just disappeared.
Yes.
As soon as she came back, I was like, oh, Griffin should be happy. She's back.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they made her look all like she was up to something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think she might be a double agent, you know?
Right. Yeah.
She just looks like that.
Yeah. This is the classic, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. In my opinion.
Like, you don't always stick to landing.
No.
But the flip was cool.
And a lot of shows don't get to be finished.
But these guys had years to cook.
It took them
10 years to do 5 seasons.
I mean, we wanted a 5-star dining experience, and what we got was the tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Yeah, meat and 2 vegetable. Meat and 3. Yeah. It wasn't even that good.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was meatloaf. Chicken's dry.
Yeah.
You can't fake youth.
Well,
you really can't.
Yes, absolutely. But it's just like the problems that I had with the way that the show ended. A lot of people, it didn't seem like they shared the same consensus that I did. Because, like, okay, it's fine. All these characters have plot armor. It's fine.
Oh yeah, man, we got what we got. But really, it's kind of easy to beat Vecna.
Yeah, and no one of
where were the Demogorgons?
No one, right? And no one of any importance really died. Like
no,
except for
not one motherfucker
at the very
went to
end,
see Mike's dad in the hospital.
Nope.
But there were no. What do you want to call it? There were no Coulson.
No.
Like there was no, like the stakes never felt really like as high as they were. Like it's like, oh, this planet's gonna go full Majora's Mask on Hawkins, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a fucking planet falling from the fucking sky.
Well, another reality.
Yeah. But no biggie.
Yeah.
No biggie. No one else gives a fuck. Just these kids.
Yes. And it's like the stuff with the military and stuff. It's like we got that in the first couple of episodes, and then they disappear until like the last episode. Oh yeah. Remember us? Yeah, we're back. That's a thing. My biggest problem here was like in season 4, right? Hopper goes into the Upside Down. They close it up. He winds up in Russia, right? For the whole fucking season, he's in Russia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the explanation, unless I missed something, but I know that they have gone back and they have changed some stuff in the earlier seasons. I haven't watched any of that, so I'm going off of pre-change, pre-Lucas. You know what I mean? Pre-updated. But anyway, the Russians were trying to tap into the same thing, right? They opened a portal. Okay. Hopper winds up in fucking Russia somehow. We don't understand how that happens. But like their explanation in this season was, well, around Hawkins, there's a giant meat wall that like is a bridge that leads you to another reality. So how the fuck does he get in Russia? And if so, then does that mean there's another fucking flesh wall in Russia at the same point in time where they're doing the same thing that leads to another reality or the same reality? Or what's happening here?
I think we're supposed to chalk it up to exotic matter. I genuinely think that, Griff.
It's too exotic for me, buddy.
Yeah,
I
I'm right there with you, but like I think that's what they're expecting. Is it's like, oh, it's the gobbledygook on top of the building.
Yeah, it's just like it's things like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Will being able to harness some of the power that he got from Vecna. Okay, I can buy that. That's fine. You know what I mean? Eleven's sister showing up. Okay, like we haven't seen her since season 2, but sure, they finally bring this character back. It's fine.
Linda Hamilton
whatever.
had her.
Yeah, exactly right.
She was just
why
kinda there
Sarah
for a
Connor
minute,
got
like-
her? Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, whatever. Sarah Connor's here. It's just those little things like that. It's like they did all of this world building and all of this stuff, and it's like we get to the last season, and the way that I personally feel, right, is that like whenever you look at the Dark Tower, whenever you look at some of these like long form sagas, usually by like the 3rd or 4th installment in these sagas, most of this like plot development for these characters has been explored, and now it's about the ending of their journey.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're going to have Jonathan and Nancy still be at odds with one another and trying to make this relationship work. We're going to create this rift between Dustin and Steve that just, I understand why it's there, but it was completely unnecessary. You're always going to have the Hopper 11 thing, which was fine, but like you create like the best characters in it honestly was Max and Lucas, because like they had their shit together. Like they were propelling the story forward, whereas everybody else seemed like
running
they
up
were.
that hill.
You know
Yes,
what?
exactly.
You know what would have instantly made this finale better? 2 things: Hopper dying, blowing himself up,
Yes, they
To-
set up for it perfectly, and you are so fucking right.
and
And then they break bad and fuck him up. Like,
and
Yeah.
Steve falling to his death.
oh man,
see-
that would have killed me.
This is
Like,
whenever
because it would have felt like something. It would have
We
felt like
lost
something.
something.
Yes,
Because we
because
did.
I mean, think about how fucking batshit crazy the setting is.
yes.
I would assume we're gonna lose some people. Like,
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen.
I thought that the perfect person that would have been the Coulson in all this would have been Jonathan, because he is the only character other than Will, and he has mega super plot armor at this point. That next to last episode proved that. That ties all the characters together. He's with Nancy, his brother, his mom. His mom's with Hopper. Mike, like Jonathan is like one of the only characters other than Will that single-handedly ties all the characters together in some way, shape, or form.
He should have
and it's
died
like-
saving Nancy.
Yes, and that would have, even though
Like when they were in
okay,
that hole, I'm like, well, somebody can get on somebody's shoulders. on top of that
exactly
table.
right.
Why didn't you put one of those chairs on top of that table?
Yes, right.
Like we're reliving Titanic all over again here. That table's big
Yes.
enough for both of you.
Yeah. I think that like Jonathan would have been the perfect person that would have been the one that kind of connected all of the characters together in some way. And then like they set up for Hopper to sacrifice himself to destroy the bridge, to like they spent several episodes on 11 being pissed because he had a suicide vest. Like, and we're not going to use that? Nope. We're not going to use that at all. It's like, okay. So it's just, there was a lot of opportunities that just seemed to slip through their fingers. It's almost like there should have been another season after this.
I mean,
Because, yeah. Well, you've got, and if you look at it, you have the Demogorgon, first season, one and done. And they were like, oh, we're going to continue on with the story. Cool. Then they introduced the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer gets season 2 and 3. And then Vecna gets introduced in season 4. And then also becomes the main villain in 4 and in season 5. And it's like the Mind Flayer takes the back seat. Of course, the Demogorgon. And that's fine because it was still a reoccurring thing. And it's like, I know they pivoted from having the Mind Flayer be the actual main villain to Vecna being the main villain during the whole writing process. So it's like they should have had one more season that explored more of Vecna's motivations, all of that kind of stuff. And I feel like a lot of that was lost because his entire backstory was in a fucking Broadway play that I don't understand why they didn't film the fucking play and put it on Netflix between volume 1 and volume 2. It doesn't make any sense.
There
man.
is a play. I wonder if that's what it is. There is one. There's like a musical.
It's I can't remember the name of it, but it's all about Henry, and it's got the high school versions
So
of
that must
Hopper
be
and
it, right?
Joyce. And yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it shows his origins, where he came from. And they explored a little bit whenever, the sister is in,
The memories. Holly.
Camazotz. Yeah. Yeah. But, and that's,
Camazotz.
yeah. Wrinkle in Time, baby.
Camelot.
Yeah. But, it's just, I feel like they dropped the ball. Like season 1 and 4 were like the best seasons.
Well, where
in
does
my
all the
opinion.
missing people?
Exactly.
There's just people missing. Like, where's Max's mom?
Yeah, right.
The kid that worked at the pizza store.
Yep.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Argyle.
The stoner. Yeah.
Did he die? I don't
No,
remember
I
him
think he-
dying.
No. They just
Just
wrote him
not
out.
there anymore.
Yeah.
But like that whole scene with Jonathan and Nancy in that room was just so they could break up.
Exactly.
They thought they were going to die, so they finally broke up with each other. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, no, somebody's got to die.
Like this should have already been happening. Like Nancy and Jonathan's relationship has been the main focal point. And it's like, people are like, oh, well, Nancy's too badass. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, let her be badass. Why the fuck is her and Jonathan still exploring all their relationship problems while they're in a fucking bridge between an alternate dimension while the floor and ceiling is fucking melting into some weird plastic
That
substance?
shit would
Like,
not even cross my mind.
exactly. Like, it don't make fucking
Wouldn't matter.
sense.
I'm like, we're about to die.
And on the opposite side of that, you've got Dustin and fucking dude over here.
God.
Yes. And it's like,
Drama.
dude, yes. I'm like, I get it. It's kids. I understand that. But like the same thing with other things that happen in the show. An entire universe is about to collide into our universe. I don't care who you're in love with, who you're mad at, who you love,
Yeah, I don't.
what
you're,
gender you
or-
identify
yeah, yeah,
as, any of that. I don't
Well,
fucking
for
care.
damn sure
There's
it'll have to take 20 minutes to break it down, you know?
You know what I was talking to Corey over at a Christmas thing this past Sunday, and I said that sequence of Mike's whole Will's whole thing was like that video that came out a long time ago where that dude pulls his toenail off with those pliers.
Mhm.
That's what that felt like. That was a visual fictionalized representation of that. Like,
Well, and
it
it's
was
like,
just-
we know.
exactly.
We've known.
Yes.
You
This
didn't.
isn't.
You didn't connect any dots for us,
Mm-mm. No,
and I don't care.
I don't
That part
care
don't bother
either.
me, but it's like, really, we're going to spend the last like 10, 15 minutes of episode 7. I kept looking at the time, going, well, surely we got enough time to
No.
get the plan in motion. Nope. There's the
No.
credits.
And the thing is like the reason that all of this came about was Will saying that whenever he was in Vecna's mind or whatever the fuck, that he showed him a future of him being alone and all this kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been watching this for 5 seasons. When did Vecna get it powers and like show
the
alternate future realities? Yeah, of this shit. Like this is something that has never been explained as far as I can remember. And if I'm wrong, please tell me. But it's like we're gonna make up some shit off of the fucking cuff to justify a scene that realistically should have happened the last season whenever Mike and Will's in the car and Will starts crying and shit. That shit should have fucking happened then. They shouldn't have waited until they look like they're 30-year-old kids to explore this shit. Like, let's be honest with each other here.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with Jonathan and Nancy's relationship. The same thing with Dustin and
Small fries.
yes, it's like the Hopper 11 thing makes more sense because it's a father-daughter dynamic.
Well, and someone's going to die.
Exactly.
Probably like.
Yes, exactly.
They were battling to see who could take one for the team, and it's like, no, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. No.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's just,
They said they took 12 hours to film that scene.
It felt like it. Fucking hell, it felt like it. They had to do
reshoots.
I believe it.
And then I saw a clip. You know when he's in the bar? It's like it's the vision, like his quest that he's in the bar, and it's like fucking dudes in the background, like I just want to take some pictures.
Yeah.
But I saw a clip. They're standing there, and it's like the Duffer Brothers behind the camera, and the character plays Will, Noah Schnapp. He's standing there, and one of the Duffer Brothers is like, he's like telling him like peel it back a little bit, like. He was telling him to act less.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's funny. Like,
yeah. But it's just, and I think that was my biggest criticism of the season is like, we're finally in the end game. You know what I mean? And it's like all of these problems, all of these, and not all of them are problems or whatever, but all of these character arcs should have already been
fleshed out, man.
Yeah,
like, the world's about to end. The world's about to end.
Exactly. And it should have just been full on hauling ass to the final fight with Vecna. And they were trying to juggle way too much because you had Holly, you had the other kids, you had, this person's relationship with that person. This person, we're introducing a character from season 2. We're bringing them back and their relationship. And then we're also juggling this. And it's like Hopper and Joyce, the ones that were like the main characters through the majority of this show, have taken the back seat to everybody else's fucking problems. And it's like they spent the last 4 seasons exploring their relationship and their problems and coming up with all this stuff. And everything was done. They should have done that with every single character. That way we could have moved forward with everything and things would have, I don't know, had better flow to it.
Well, let me throw one of my gripes at you. Because it's like, we got what we got.
Yes, yeah.
But whenever they're like, the kids, right, they're going to the cave. Yeah. I was like, oh, I got news for y'all. Fat Boy ain't gonna be able to get through that hole.
Yeah.
Didn't even cover it.
Yeah, right.
There should have been a whole struggle there about pulling him through that, right? And everybody trying to get, I mean, we don't even see them get through there and go to their bodies like they did before. They just woke them up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I thought before, okay.
We had to go through the whole.
But Max was asleep and they couldn't wake her up until she returned to her body, I thought. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. It doesn't. So you have the upside down, you have our reality, another reality, and then you also have Vecna's mind reality. And it's like.
Too many realities, man.
Exactly. It's like, what? I don't know. Like, I was very confused through the first half of this. I'm like, okay, Max is in the hospital in a coma, and she's trying to get her mind back with her body. But Holly is in an undisclosed location in Bruce Campbell's backyard somewhere. And like, if she goes back, then where the fuck is she going to wake up? Is she on Earth? Is she in another reality? Is she going to be able to go back to where she
had to go through that hole to wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
And they didn't at the end when they, pulled the things out, woke them up, like, okay, you can just do that. It won't kill them. Oh, okay. Well, why couldn't we wake Max up?
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't hit her with some spelling salts?
No.
Did we try that,
Well, Kate Bush, dude, that's the only salvation for her.
I've heard that song enough for a lifetime.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They overplayed that. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
Can we listen to something else?
Well, no, it's a meme.
Yeah. I mean, definitely about the journey. It felt like this is a Stephen King ending if I've ever seen one. Like, it's like King is notorious for having meh kind of endings to his stuff. That's kind of how I felt whenever I watched this. I'm like, okay, this was about the journey. And we got the destination that we got.
When they beat Vecna, the first thing I did was hit down on my remote, and I'm like, oh, there's almost an hour left.
Yeah, right.
We're good.
Yeah.
Well, so much is going to happen.
No.
No, dude.
They graduate from high school. They play D&D one last time.
And then the
We
kids
see-
come down. And I was like, well, there's the next series.
Yeah, right.
Well, like,
But
my whole thing was like you said, Adam. Like when the fight went down, I hit pause, saw the runtime that was left, and was like, "Oh, we're gonna get several fights with Vecna. Like this ain't over. Like he's gonna surely he's gonna bounce back from this, and he's gonna." We're gonna have a layered fight, like in a RPG. Like you beat the outer
like where you
shell,
almost
and then
beat them, and then you think you beat them, and it's like, nope. Wait, there's more.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There was no surprise,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Nope.
There was no surprise, motherfucker. And like, whenever he told everything at the end, like, I thought it was going to end like they were going to close the book and be like, well, that's the end of the campaign. That would have been better than what we got.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
If it was like, oh, all this was fake, of course it was. This shit ain't real.
Yeah, right.
Whenever they're in the hospital and when the thing attacks Mike, is it Mike's mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the dryer.
And he's trying to explain to Nancy, like, maybe that her imaginary friend is someone, and she's like, what, really? And I'm like, you're having a hard time believing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that's happened, and this is where you draw the line, imaginary friends being someone else?
Yeah.
Okay. Max talking to Holly, it's like, bitch, get in the fuck, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She was like giving her directions somewhere. Like,
you gotta find your own way now.
I would have been like, bitch, you're on your own. I've been stuck in here for like 2 years. I've been stuck in here since COVID.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing, brother?
I didn't even get my stimmy.
Yeah.
Been in here.
Yeah. Her parents
when,
got that stimmy. It's fine.
When Mike was saying like what everybody did and showing them, when he shows 11,
Yeah.
so she's probably alive, right? Now, here's why I say this. Because he's the one telling the story about going to a place with 3 waterfalls.
Yeah.
There's only 2, and what we see, there's only 2.
Yeah.
So if it was his imagination here that we're seeing, there'd be 3.
Yeah.
So she's alive, right?
I guess. I mean, maybe.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
but there's only 2 waterfalls.
I would have been perfectly fine with her getting sucked into the void of nothingness. Like
yeah.
Because
somebody needed to get sucked off in the fucking upside down,
Yeah.
I think she did.
I mean, why would there only be 2? Is that just all they could find? They couldn't CGI another one in?
No, they ran out of budget.
I mean, he was saying like she's walking up and, to a place where we're going to go. And it's like, oh, there's only 2.
Yeah. And like with them exploring Vecna more, like the character didn't feel.
Yeah. They did that just for the spinoff. Spinoff is going to be based around that stone. It's not going to have any of the same characters. Like, we're going to see the origins probably of where that came from. Maybe get back into the Montauk stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. But it's like, he explained that 11 opened a portal after Henry went crazy and pushed him into that portal. So she created the bridge that pushed him through into whatever reality that the Mind Flayer was in. And it's like the Mind Flayer helped enhance his, like...
Yeah, used him.
Well, his
like
abilities.
He was using
and then,
other people.
And then it turned around to where, like, Vecna somehow overcame the Mind Flayer and then also, like, was using its body as, like...
A battery?
A Fortress of Solitude. Yeah,
well,
I mean...
Well, that was something, I will say, that was one thing that I feel they did right.
That battle?
And that was, the idea that, like, the bad guy is the evil. Like, there's no, like, there's no relatability. Like, you can be good.
It's like, mm-mm.
Yeah, and I like the idea that they were like, the Mind Flayer is using you. And he's like, no, I'm not using it. It's not using me. We're one.
Yeah.
Like, we're here to fuck shit up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the evil I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah. Which is,
Um,
I'm for it.
Yeah.
yeah,
But, like-
like if we're gonna have fantastic good, we need to have fantastic evil.
Yeah. Agreed. But I'm over here like, so was there like a contract that was signed between the two of them? You know what I mean? Like they become,
It was a verbal agreement.
yeah, it's like they become one, and it's like the Mind Flayer. So the idea was that the Mind Flayer was going to cross over using Vecna's help, and then they became one at some point, I guess. Like,
kill everyone.
yeah,
Well, I think it was just the idea that they were just symbiotic in their motives.
it's just wild.
It was cool when it come up, because I never thought we'd see, like that Mind Flayer. I thought that was
Yeah.
just something to scare the kids. And when you see that thing, it's like, oh, that's what it really looks like.
Yeah,
And first thing I did was Mikasa Sukasa, Mr. West.
yeah, right.
I'm like, where's Will Smith when you need him? Come on,
Have y'all
slap this motherfucker.
Have y'all seen the Creed cut
I
of the
have.
final battle? Oh my god, dude!
That's
I was like,
so
this is
fun.
Linkin
better.
Park
than-
one's pretty good too.
I haven't seen that one. The Creed one I was just dying, dude.
Down to the color filter or color palette was
They
had
insane.
But man, like I had high praise for the Duffer Brothers for a long time there, and they had a
It's,
long time to get that right,
Yeah.
and they
But
didn't
what
get it
goes
right.
up must come down.
Well, and also you have to think we don't know how much meddling the studio had
I know that's
in
right.
all of this. You know what I mean? Because like
Mhm.
they never expected Stranger Things to be anything. It was set up as a one and done. They kind of left some cliffhangery things just in case. And then just from the things that I've seen, the original vision pulled almost a 180
Mhm.
because the popularity of the show versus the agenda of Netflix and what their expectations of what that show's supposed to be versus what the Duffer Brothers wanted to do with the show versus
Yeah, everybody's
all
got
this
a
other
price.
exactly
I mean-
right. So it's like, I mean, at the end of it is what it is. I'm excited to see what their next non-Stranger Things project is going to be, but like, I don't know. It's hard to tell how much interfering was actually there. So to me, it's hard to be mad at those guys because it's like a paycheck is a paycheck. And whenever
Sure,
you
I
have
do
the
same
biggest,
thing. I mean,
you have the biggest show in the world. I mean, yeah, it took them 10 years, but every time that the show has dropped, the world has stopped. And
it
all
crashed
anybody was
Netflix
talking.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so
I know I was gonna wait till it all come out and watch it, but it's like you can't get online.
nope.
You can't open. I was like, I'm not gonna watch I'm gonna wait for that last one when the 3 dropped.
Yeah.
I opened TikTok that night. Went nope. I was just like,
Yeah,
I guess I'll go
right.
watch it because pretty sure that's a spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why they
So-
give you two. They give everybody like, let's give them a few days between them. That way, people's got time. They'll watch it.
Yeah.
They'll make time. I
Yeah.
thought it was cool that Frank Darabont directed 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, and those were some of the better episodes. Like, still got it,
Mm-hmm.
But this wasn't Game of Thrones bad,
No,
but it wasn't Breaking Bad good.
their next 2 upcoming things are both Stranger Things.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Stranger Things Tales from '85. I believe that's animated,
Yeah.
and then the Stranger Things spinoff,
Okay.
which is probably going to be a prequel. I mean, they're like go back further.
Yeah.
I'm all right with it, I guess. I mean, I'll watch it.
I mean, I would be okay with them doing a prequel series set in Hawkins whenever we saw, kind of like what that play where you have young Henry or high school Henry, high school Joyce, high school Hopper, all these characters, that would be kind of interesting. I mean, there's some shady shit happening then too. Like, I mean, hell, they went to school with Brenner and he was, which was Sarah Connor's brother or dad or whatever the hell he was.
Yeah, I'm like, why is she even here?
Because it's Sarah Connor.
Yeah, I mean, they could have picked anybody though.
Yeah,
I thought she was going to be a bigger character. I was like, oh, Sarah Connor. They're fucked. Nope. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I give the overall series itself, looking past the last season, I still give it a star.
For sure.
I mean, I could come back and rewatch it and still enjoy it now that I know, and going back and watching it now with them manipulating everything. Like,
have you seen stuff about that?
Yes.
I've seen where they've removed scenes.
I've seen where they've removed stuff and because Vecna was never supposed to be the end game villain. It was supposed to be the Mind Flayer. And they went back to earlier seasons.
That actor was just so good. I think they decided to.
Yeah.
Well, he pop culture.
Yes. Vecna. Yeah. So they went back to the earlier seasons and started injecting little hints and nods and things like that. And then they were also removing things and kind of manipulating the story around to lead up to it, making more sense for Vecna to be the main bad guy as opposed to the Mind Flayer.
Physical media.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, they can just go back and change shit now.
Yeah, and you have no idea.
Huh.
So it would be an interesting revisit now after.
People went back and watched it all. Because they were like, what happened to the basement scene with Mike and Will? Like it was gone.
Wait,
Yeah, there was some scene where they talked in the basement.
Oh.
And they said it was gone. Yeah, it wasn't nothing else. I mean.
Wait a minute. No.
Remember that sleepover?
Yeah, right. Yeah. They were sword fighting in the dark. I don't remember that. So.
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
I want that to be it too. Like, it's like, okay, let's not do no more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I want the story to be done.
By the time y'all make another season, there'll be 40.
Exactly. And see, that was one of the other things that I was a little bit disappointed with was like, and they could have easily done this because of how the kids look. They could have went in, but I would have liked to have seen more past what they showed their futures were. Like, we're right out of high school at the end of the show. So the next 4 years, presumably, they're going to be in college and they're going to still be dealing with the shit that they've dealt with. But what does it look like after that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would have liked to have seen them like, where do these characters wind up when they're 30? Versus where do they wind up when they're 24? And I know that 6 years doesn't seem like a big jump, but from 25 to 30 is a pretty fucking big jump.
Yeah, a lot happens.
Yes, exactly. I mean, people go through marriages and divorces and kids and all kinds of shit in 5 years like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I would have liked to have seen, hey, so. But yeah, I give the overall series itself a full star. And I don't know. It's been going on for 10 years, man.
Yeah.
And it could be one of those things where each season that's come out, it's been like, oh, that's cool. They're doing some new cool stuff, this, that, and the other, nostalgia versus sci-fi versus this whole Spielberg feel versus this Stephen King feel. It's like they're mixing and mashing all this stuff together. And And I could definitely be one that's suffering from building this shit up too much in my own head.
Yeah. We've had a long time to think about it, talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about the show, just us three, for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a season drops, we talk about it. What's this mean? What does that mean? 10 years, man. So, yeah.
Have either one of y'all finished Derry?
I've got 3 episodes left. I finished Pluribus, but not Derry. And yeah.
Trav, you finished Pluribus, right, Trav?
I have finished Pluribus, but not Derry.
Not Derry,
so.
okay. Well, I will say this. Y'all need to finish Derry. Like, the end of the season's good.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
That's the next on the agenda. Yeah.
It's better than this season.
Yeah. I've heard that
Yeah, all that slow shit pays off.
Right, yeah.
Because it is slow. But Pluribus, I mean, when she was like, "You got my eggs?" You know what the scariest thing about that episode was? When all the people were gathered around singing for the girl, and as soon as she drank that shit, how they just stopped.
And they went on about their shit.
That was fucking, I was just like, I don't like this.
Yeah, no.
Because at first I was like, shit, I'd be living it up.
Yeah.
But if I witnessed that, I'd be like, we got to fucking stop these motherfuckers. Hey, you remember when that guy was walking through the jungle there? I've already talked about this with Travis as a fellow backpack user.
Yeah.
If he would have been wearing that backpack he was carrying,
it wouldn't have impelled him.
Ah, exactly. Why the fuck would you? I even asked Grok, if you were hiking through the Amazon, would you carry your backpack? And it was like, no, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard. I had to pause the show whenever she's in there talking to that chick and she's like, I'm going to lie down. You're not going to like what's happening. And the chick runs across the street to the house and that guy wakes up and he fucking yells in his face and calls him to start freaking out again. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard, man. I had to pause that shit. I was like, holy shit, that's funny.
So I'm guessing she told them, because she had an atom bomb, if you do anything to me or try to, I'm going to blow this up.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Is it a legitimate atom bomb? Because
how would you know? Unless you.
I think it is.
I mean, they're pretty honest.
This is she told the dude that it was an atom bomb, right? Like, this is
or is that her eggs?
Exactly. This is my reverse engineering mind at work here.
That's what I thought at first, too. I was like, well, that's her eggs.
Well, so they're using her eggs, the stem cells from her eggs, to try to create, her joining serum or whatever you want to call it. And it's like, if she has that, and if she can do it, if she has enough time and access to information, she could look at that and potentially use that as a way to reverse engineer what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to specifically engineer that for her. So that's why I'm like, is this the atom bomb that she's talking about? Because if she can spend enough time and enough research doing whatever it is that she's needing to do here, is she going to be able to undo it?
Whenever she's talking to her, like, that's our planet. It's a great place. And their whole thing is like, they can't kill nothing. I mean, eventually they'll starve to death, right?
Yeah, I mean...
She kind of said that, like, they'll starve to death, and it's like, well, it kind of seems like whatever sent it there to kill everything on the planet.
Exactly.
Like, whatever sent it there doesn't care about them.
No.
But I think they think that it does.
Yeah.
I don't think it does, though. I don't think they care about them.
Well, and it's like it's a hub, because they said that they were going to send the signal out
to the next, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so what the fuck does that mean exactly? You know what I mean?
Like, swapping people out everywhere.
So I'm all in, and I think what I saw, he said he's got what, 4 seasons, 4 and done,
Something
4 or
like that.
5. Yeah, and I'm like, good, because this, like in Breaking Bad, there's some slow burn, but whenever it
pays off. I watched
Yeah, exactly.
Better Call Saul recently, and it might have been better than Breaking Bad.
I got to go back. I watched like the first 2
Yeah.
seasons.
I went back and just started over and finished it.
Yeah,
It's really fucking good.
My thing about this show is, and it's my argument with the idea that it's a slow burn. I'm so captivated by what's going on that it does not feel like an hour passes. It does not feel slow to me.
When it feels like we're getting all that slow shit out of the way.
Well, I feel like those moments where it is, quote, slow is like it's supposed to enhance the feel that you're alone with Carol.
Yes. Well,
like you're meant to feel that way.
Well, and they're also using that classic, like it builds suspense and dread in such a way that
the way that he shoots it.
Yes, and
shots.
Yes, yeah, and it's like, and you're like, am I supposed to feel this way? Like, is this the intention? Yes, exactly. And it's like, then whenever something starts popping off, you're like, okay, and then it pulls you completely out of it. All that goes away. And then it goes back into it, build, and then pulls you out. And then whenever the climax of the episode finally happens, then you're like, oh shit. Like you're going through. He has a way of writing that is just fuck. You know what I mean? Like it's a roller coaster. It really is. That's why whenever I looked and it's like, okay, we've got 3 episodes of Pluribus. We've got 3 episodes of Derry. I know which one I want to watch. Which one do you want to watch? And she's like, Pluribus. I'm like, thank God. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Because like, I'm in on the Derry, but like, there's just something going on over here in Pluribus world that I'm just like, it's like Severance.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we know what's happening, but what's happening?
Well, like with Derry, you kind of know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. It's building up to a certain point.
Yeah. With this show, I have no idea.
Exactly.
But I think they were, we got a lot out of the way.
Yes.
I think when it comes back, I don't think it'll be that slow.
Yeah. And my thing is like, okay, they got the one chick, they converted her or they joined her or whatever they call it. And it's like, there was 12 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's 11. Is the rest of them that she had the meeting with, are they going to be part of the joining? Like and like, there's so much stuff that is subtly buried in all of this, like subtext here. It's like the idea of acceptance in this way, the destruction of like, whenever everyone is accepting of everything, then where does free will go?
Well, like when they go in the restaurant, she was like, did she have a family?
Yeah.
Like you just brought her back here.
Yes.
Took her away from her life to do.
Yes.
This little thing for me.
Right.
And of course, she's a Carol.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a Karen.
Yeah. But a little bit more vulgar.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little more drinking.
But that's what I was trying to explain to friends whenever I was talking to the show. I'm like, there's so many themes that the show and a lot of these ideas that are presented in such a way to where it's like, if everybody is accepting of everything, then where does individuality begin and end? Like, there's just and then like, her being praised for her work felt very
fake,
personal.
Well, it seems like to comment on what you were saying just a second ago. It seems like it's a commentary for modern day society, and I know that sounds very meme-ish, very cliche, but it's like we're all fed through the same algorithm to an extent. Yes. And while those algorithms are unique to our own interests, there is a larger picture where it's just a bunch of sameness.
Yes.
Everyone like Stranger Things for that matter. Everyone watches it.
Yes.
Everyone knows what it is.
It was a part of pop culture.
Yeah, like pop culture and nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, like the idea of like everyone praising her work and all this kind of stuff. Like whenever you see her go through the motions of like her meeting fans and then her not really being that excited about what she's actually doing. And
she definitely doesn't like, because she writes like slop.
Yes, exactly. You know. Yeah. And it's almost like that felt so like personal in a way where it felt like, you know, with him releasing Breaking Bad and it blowing up the way that it did. And it's like, and then Better Call Saul comes out and it blowing up the way it did. It's like, it's almost in his mind, it's like, what if this is like genuine, like people being genuine about how they feel about this? And what if this is just people blowing smoke up my own ass? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there's so much, whenever you dig into all these things that are just kind of quietly being fed through the story, it's like, oh, this is fucking genius, man. Like it really is. If you look at Carol as being like Vince minus, like if Breaking Bad was slop, quote unquote, because it's a drama, it's a television drama at the end of the day. Some people would consider that slop.
If it had different actors, it would have been.
Yes, exactly.
That's what like made the show was Bryan Cranston and, you know.
Yeah.
Like Better Call Saul, it's I mean, that dude makes the show.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like there's so much stuff that's happening that's like kind of buried under this, and then you put the social commentary on top of it. Then you put the sci-fi on top of that, and then you put the evolving plot and drama on top of that. It's like it's so well written. Like I just can't get over how well written this show is, man. If you revisit it, I was picking up on stuff, especially in those first couple of episodes when it was showing Carol's story before stuff started getting weird, and then the follow up to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoyed. I can't wait to see what the next couple of seasons, like what the outcome of all of this is going to be.
Well, and it kind of, you know, he did like a bunch of episodes of X-Files.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's cool that he's kind of going back to some sci-fi.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
He finally got, because, you know, sci-fi's, he finally got in the mainstream as with Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It's like, all right, let me try this on.
Yeah.
Apple TV, don't mind if I do.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what's coming down, and I can't wait to finish Dairy. Like that's the next thing that's gonna be finished off over her. So, but we got a little bit of movie news here, and I know a lot of stuff has happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff. But there are some iconic characters and classic works that have entered into public domain. So it says the start of the new year signals the release of a fresh batch of time-tested characters in the public domain. 2025 freed the first ever iteration of Mickey Mouse, Tintin, and Popeye from copyright protection, joined by the Skeleton Dance from Disney's Silly Symphonies, William Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury, and Ernest Hemingway's A Farewell to Arms. But which treats does the year 2026 bring? Says we now have the answer to that thanks to Duke Law School Center for the Study of Public Domain, which has posted a roundup of all the no longer copyright restricted works from 1930 that are now available for everyone to enjoy. This includes Fleischer Studios' Betty Boop. But be warned, it's the dog version of the famous character who made her debut in Dizzy Dishes before shaking her anthropomorphism for her widely known human appearance. William Faulkner's novel As I Lay Dying, Agatha Christie's The Murder at the Visage, and the first 4 Nancy Drew mysteries. Chick Young's Blondie comic strip and the Marx Brothers movie Animal Crackers are also on the list. And the 1930s anti-war classic All Quiet on the Western Front becomes public property.
I didn't know that was a remake.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got some. Yeah, right.
What's crazy is that in between world wars, there is a movie about the World War.
Yeah, right.
Nancy Drew, huh?
Yep. Popeye.
Well, you know, like last year, that they put that movie out.
Yeah, and then they did the Steamboat Willie. So
I like that.
Yeah. So we may see some stuff coming down the pipeline for that. So Rob Reiner's death record sealed until further notice by LAPD. So this is something that happened, during our hiatus here. So most details surrounding the deaths of Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Reiner, have already been made public by the media. But after an LAPD order, the records of the case have been sealed until further notice. The court order issued by a judge prohibits the LA County medical examiner from sharing the details of the murder case with anyone but the assigned investigators. Although there's no date for the death record to go public again, the LAPD is re-examining every detail before the court hearing that will determine the future of the case. Hours after they were found dead in their Los Angeles home, the couple's son Nick was arrested and has become the only suspect in the case. As reported by Deadline, the court order forbids the medical examiner's office from the public release of any investigative information, notes, reports, or photos. Law enforcement agents indicate that the cause of death of Mr. and Miss Reiner have already been made public. The LAPD adds the order was sought only to ensure detectives from Robbery Homicide Division learned of important information surrounding their deaths before the media and the public. The order was not sought to undermine transparency. And then they've got the order on here. Although the death certificates were already issued, the LAPD is likely trying to cover the more sensitive details about the murders, especially as Nick Reiner's hearing is scheduled for January the 7th. Although rare in the state of California, early reports indicate that the young man could be facing the death penalty. Per Deadline, the prosecutors are trying to meet with members of the Reiner family and will make decisions afterward. This
crazy thing, man.
This was very unexpected. And the last thing that he dropped was the Spinal Tap, right?
The second one they've dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the end continues. Yeah, it came out 2025.
Yeah. So, I mean, Rob Reiner has been a part of my life since I've been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he was an actor, exactly. All in the Family, director, it's just
Princess Diary, A Few Good Men. They're part of pop culture.
Yes. So whenever this news came up and everything, I was just like,
like what?
Yeah, what? I mean, how old was it whenever he passed? In his 70s, 60s?
Let's see. 78.
I mean, he did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably could have done more. This is just insane. But tomorrow they're starting the hearings. So
It's interesting they would seal that. It's almost like it's still under investigation.
exactly, right. So, but yeah, I hated to hear that, but legacy will live on for a very long time. So something else that happened is Netflix acquired Warner Brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, new report claims Netflix is planning devastating theatrical window after Warner Brothers deal. Despite Netflix claiming to want to keep the theatrical experience alive after its acquisition of Warner Brothers, a new report has shed light on the current plans to release films in theaters. As audience flock to the cinemas for the finale of Stranger Things, it seems Netflix is still not convinced that it needs to keep its new films under Warner Brothers in theaters for a reasonable period of time. According to Deadline, sources have told the outlet that Netflix is apparently planning a 17-day theatrical window for its films after the acquisition of Warner Brothers comes through. As the publication points out, this would steamroll the theatrical business, as movies would likely see massive falls in box office earnings, not only due to the limited window, but the fact that audiences could elect to only wait a little over 2 weeks for a streaming release. To put it in perspective, the average theatrical window nowadays is around 30 and 45 days, fluctuating depending on the distributor and the box office performance of the film. That said, movies normally land on digital rental and purchase platforms before streaming, which would not be the case for Netflix. Shrinking the theatrical window to only 2 weeks is a sign that Netflix never really changed its stance on theaters. CEO Ted Sarandos once claimed that the theatrical experience was an outmoded idea, while stating that he believed Netflix was actually saving Hollywood. He has since walked back his comments somewhat following the deal with Warner Brothers, but it is still hard to be surprised that Netflix may not be going all in on theatrical when its main business is streaming. So, first of all, what do you guys think about Netflix acquiring Warner Brothers?
I'm kind of glad Paramount didn't get it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I don't think that, like, look, man, if you're going to go see it in the theater, you already made your mind up.
Yes.
Just because it's 2.5 weeks, that doesn't change.
Yeah.
It'll make, it'll get those big box office. It'll be like the number one movie because you'll have to go see it.
Yeah.
So many people, 2 weeks. I don't think that's a problem.
Well, and
it's not like every movie is going to be. It's just their movies.
Well, and
they may extend some.
Yeah. And I know that I'm sure we don't have the numbers. We may. But like they release Stranger Things as like a one-off. You can come to the theater and watch it whenever it's streaming on Netflix, like simultaneously. And I mean, from what I've seen, it did well. So like, if they apply that same model to, even though it's a 17-day lapse there, like a 17-day grace period, it's still going to have the same. I mean, we've talked about this so many times. Like, there needs to be an experience to going to the theater. And what experience can the theater give me that I can't get sitting on my own couch in my boxers, eating whatever I want to eat, drinking whatever I want to drink, and going and peeing and pausing the movie whenever I want to go pee?
I get why they want to do that too, because they spend all that money for promotion.
Yeah.
And then, 6 months down the line, it finally hits streaming. Like, they want to be able to get, they want to double dip on that promotion.
Well, and not only that,
it is a lot of money they have to spend. So,
and not only that, but like films are still not considered for any award nominations unless there's a theatrical release of it.
Yeah, it has to be in so many theaters.
Yes. So it's like their way of like still allowing Warner Brothers to be eligible for awards, plus potentially getting an early nut, plus having them on their streaming service 17 days later. It's like a win-win-win scenario.
I also think that was part of the deal.
Yeah.
That you don't go straight to. That's why they sold it to them. Like it's in the agreement.
Right.
Still got to go to the theater. So, but we're talking about all of it. I mean, we're talking about DC.
Yep.
Like, I'm kind of glad I don't have, like, if it's something, if I'm not going to go watch it in the theater, I'm not.
Exactly.
The time that it's in there does not change that.
No, not
like,
at all.
I've never been sitting around one day and be like, you know what, that movie, I think I'm going to go watch it today. That's not going to happen.
We're not in high school anymore, and it's not the early 2000s where it's just like, man, I'm bored. You want to go to the movies?
I don't even know if kids do that anymore.
Exactly.
Probably not, right?
No,
I haven't been to a theater at night, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I'm going during the day.
I think from a cultural standpoint too, I think the time of because at one point there was a time when there was an argument to be made about the idea of sitting in a room with a bunch of strangers experiencing something.
Yeah.
I think that era has came and went, and I think COVID accelerated it.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you would get that now is if you went like watching like the Kevin Smith movie when he was there.
Yes.
All those people in that room are fans of him, you know.
Yep.
You're all kind of in there. You know, it's an experience together.
Yeah.
But when you go to the theater now, like, it's not like it was back in the day, that's for sure.
Well, the only way that that's going to be recreated is if you go to opening night Marvel movie.
Yeah.
If you go to like,
or Minecraft.
You know, yeah, or like any superhero, Star Wars, you know, anything that's like bleeding edge.
I'm too old for opening
culture.
night.
Me too.
I'm just too old for it, man. Care. I don't want to be in all that.
Nope, I don't care.
I'm going to get mad. I'll probably leave.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't do this. Like,
I want my money back,
damn,
you know?
I didn't act like this when I was their age.
Exactly.
Like, that's the silly goose time opening night. And that's when everybody goes for that. You know, I'm going on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep, 2 p.m.
Catching like a damn,
Yeah.
Might be one lady in there or something like.
Yeah. So
private screening pretty much.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not upset about this at all. I mean, it's fine.
Them saying it'll kill, they're like, it'll just, and it's like, but it's not all movies.
No.
It's just Warner Brothers, and it's not like they put out that many movies every year.
Exactly. So, it's people are going to feel this kind of way, and it's like the cinephiles that go to the theater every single weekend, sure, they feel a certain kind of way about that. And if that's your preferred viewing method, then go for it, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping you. You're going to have a 17-day window. But me, I got a lot of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
And driving 45 minutes to watch a 2.5-hour movie and spending $100 and driving 45 minutes back to my house just doesn't sound
at home.
appealing. Yeah, exactly.
With the subtitles on.
The next movie that I'm going to go to the theaters and watch is probably going to be Avengers. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that's coming out that I'm just like, I have to go to the theater and see this. I have to.
I know that's right. I can't remember that. I guess it would have been
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go. Superhero movie.
Yeah. So, but speaking of Marvel here, the long-awaited MCU sequel fans have been waiting nearly 5 years for is still well on its way, according to this star Simu Liu, who is set to feature as Shang-Chi in the upcoming event film Avengers Doomsday, has revealed a promising new update on his superhero franchise. In an interview with People, Liu confirmed that Marvel Studios is still developing a sequel to the 2021 superhero blockbuster Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. He did not have a whole lot to tease at the moment, but reassured fans that a follow-up is being made with his character appearing in both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. It sounds like fans will have to remain patient in the next few years for Shang-Chi 2 to come to fruition. I enjoyed the first one. And I'm excited to see what they do with the sequel, but I'm also excited to see what they do with his character in Secret Wars and Doomsday.
Absolutely.
So, and I've seen some of the clips of the Doomsday teasers.
I've got them in the trailers.
Okay.
You know what they're
cool.
doing? They're putting these are coming out. They're in the theaters.
With Avatar, right?
Yeah, and there's different ones.
Avatar? Yeah. I saw the X-Men one.
I was talking to Travis the other day, or maybe today we were talking about that one clip or something, and I was like, they're doing this like, I mean, the movie don't come out till Christmas of this year. They're filling it out.
Yeah.
Like that shit, it's probably AI generated or something. Like,
yeah.
That's something that happened while we were away. You remember you talking about AI? They need to make a deal.
Yeah.
Disney made a deal with Sora.
That's not surprising.
They gave Sora a bunch of money, and now you'll be able to generate characters like Darth Vader, whatever they got in their catalog, and they'll have an area on Disney Plus where they'll be. It's like, yeah, that's what you do. I mean, people are going to do it, make money.
Exactly.
In the future, they'll be like, like if you just use like artists for an example, like a singer.
Yeah.
There'll be the real version of that guy, then there'll be AI version.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Exactly.
They still get paid.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
It's like free money, and I might get a banger.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, Shang-Chi.
I like the guy that plays Shang-Chi.
I do too. I enjoyed that Shang-Chi movie a lot.
Yeah.
So James Gunn finally breaks his silence on what the Warner Brothers Discovery Netflix merger means for the DCU. So Gunn has finally shared his thoughts on the impending sale of Warner Brothers Discovery to Netflix and what it means for the DCU and his role going forward. Although the deal is not yet done, it seems unlikely that there is going to be anything that comes along and derails the merger between the two industry giants, which will have huge ramifications for the future of many franchises with DCU included. Many fans of Zack Snyder's DC projects have already made their minds up that this merger will see the Snyderverse finally being restored and James Gunn's new DCU being disbanded as they have been demanding for years. In reality, there is probably nothing about to change in the immediate plans for the DC franchise, but for Gunn, it is not something that he hasn't been through before, which means his response to the merger is pretty much as diplomatic and positive as you would expect. During an appearance on Variety's Awards Circuit podcast, Gunn said, "Do I have hopes? No, I really don't, because everything's unknown. I think it's all really exciting, frankly, so I hope and pray for the best." Gunn added to this by saying, "And I've been through these sorts of changes so many times that I'll always be careful what you wish for because you don't really know until you know." He noted, "I hope it goes well, and I think it's exciting. Every direction has really exciting things for DC, so I'm excited about where it's going to go." While Superman was seen as a success last summer, Gunn and Safran's DCU still has many challenges ahead as they attempt to establish a challenger to the mighty MCU. While Marvel's juggernaut has been teetering a little in the last couple of years, with 2025 being a critical success but financial minefield, Superman's performance was not as astounding as it could have been. With so much attention focused to Gunn's Superman, both the first solo movie featuring the Man of Steel since Zack Snyder's 2013 movie and the first big screen outing for the new DCU regime, it was expected that the film would manage to set new records when it was released this past summer. The film ended its theatrical run at $616 million, just under the $670 million taken by Man of Steel, putting its true success as the foundation stone of the DCU in question. Next up for the franchise is Supergirl, with Millie Alcock playing the title role and taking on, among others, Jason Momoa's Lobo in her first outing. This will be accompanied by the surprise horror movie addition to the slate Clayface, and then in 2027, Man of Tomorrow. The performance of these three movies and Gunn's casting decision on who will play the DCU's Batman could well be the deciding factor in what happens next for the franchise. I think Netflix is smart, and I think that I think it would be too much of a knee jerk to pull the plug on what they're trying to build over there right now, since they don't really have any statistical data to back up anything other than Superman. So, like, just let Gunn do a 5-year plan, and if it doesn't pan out, move on, do something different, whatever, you know?
I do think they bought it because of DC.
I do too.
I mean, you make billions.
Well, and with Warner Brothers, Zaslav, Discovery, all this other kind of stuff that was going on, it felt like Disney pumped money into Marvel to allow Marvel to become what it was and kind of still is in a way. If Netflix has its ducks in a row and this merger goes through and everything, then if they pump the money and the utilities, whatever you want to call it, into that, then they could sit back and just watch the cash roll in.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're getting good movies, good scripts, and it doesn't stray too far and try to become some weird social, political nonsense garbage and just be a superhero movie, a superhero world, then they're just going to print money over there.
They should be.
Yeah. Netflix has had so many original, like, IPs that they've produced.
They made $1 billion off of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's the number I saw online. The movie made, when they did it in the theater, $25 million.
It's not bad. For one night and also simultaneously streaming, that's not bad at all. So.
What'd you think about the song choice?
For
Purple Rain?
Oh, yeah. There was a lot.
I thought it was going to be another brick in the wall.
Yeah, right.
Because when they were talking about the record, when he was talking about Butthole Surfers, it was Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall poster behind them.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's got to be the song. I mean,
yeah. Leave those kids alone.
I was like, Purple Rain.
Yeah, Purple Rain, and then
they
Heroes.
were able to get it because Prince is dead.
Yeah. Didn't they play? Was it in this season when they? Well, they did When Doves Cry too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They played a lot of songs in that last episode. I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Bangers, you know?
The Squawk.
But yeah, the Squawk. This is Rockin' Robin. So last up here, new report says Filoni is about to run all of Star Wars. When it was announced that Kathleen Kennedy was making a succession plan as she prepared to leave Lucasfilm and Star Wars, it seemed like there was probably only one person who would fill her shoes. Now, technically, there are two, but yes, he's one of them. That would be Filoni. A new report from the reliable Puck News says that Filoni is about to be tapped as co-president to run the creative side of Lucasfilm, i.e., all of Star Wars. His fellow co-president would be Linwin Brennan, who would be on the executive side. Filoni is currently the chief creative officer at Lucasfilm, while Brennan is general manager. But for the big moves, it seems it will fall to Filoni. Most longtime Star Wars fans are intimately familiar with Dave Filoni, the mind behind 7 seasons of the animated Clone Wars and 4 seasons of Rebels, 204 episodes between them. He has been intimately involved in The Mandalorian and now the upcoming film The Mandalorian and Grogu. He was heavily consulted for The Acolyte. His dedicated project has been Ahsoka, pulling a whole lot of his characters from the Clone Wars and Rebels into live action, making them officially canon in the new Disney era. Season 1 aired September 2023, and at best, Season 2 will probably air 3 years later. Is Filoni potentially running all of Star Wars good or bad news for the franchise? That depends on who you ask. Feels like most would approve of the decision, with the man responsible for some of the best Star Wars storylines we've seen, especially in his peak Clone Wars days. Others think he's too involved in making his own stuff into key parts of the new era Star Wars, as we see in Ahsoka, a show that was received somewhat tepidly. Kathleen Kennedy is often painted as a villain for greenlighting the Star Wars projects that fans have not liked in the Disney era, though few may realize that she was also the one pushing for a show like Andor back when that seemed like a long shot. Current state of Disney Star Wars is so scattered that it's hard to even know what would happen under Filoni. Ahsoka is the only Disney Plus show confirmed to even be coming back, with everything else either canceled, finished, or a one-off. The big return to Star Wars movies is a spin-off of a TV show. After that, there are more potentially interesting projects like Ryan Gosling's Starfighter and the James Mangold-directed Dawn of the Jedi, which still exist at this point with the graveyard of other canceled Star Wars films behind. My main concern with Filoni would be him continuing to try to make the Clone Wars Rebels era and characters a main focus of Star Wars going forward. The series badly needs to escape the Skywalker era, either going forward with post-Han, Luke, and Leia projects, or going way backward, which it's doing at least in some capacity. This is not official yet, it's just a report, but it seems pretty certain that Filoni will end up leading things here in some capacity, and hopefully he'll have an agenda to lay out after that, as the state of Star Wars is totally chaotic at the moment in the post-Andor era. I'm not mad if he takes control of it.
The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what's the worst? Like, she's been driving the bus for a long time. Let somebody else drive.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we do know, I mean, if we look at it from a business perspective, if Filoni takes over the reins of Kathleen Kennedy, then Disney's going to be more interested in throwing money at Star Wars projects to see if Filoni's vision of what Star Wars is going to net a return on investment. So the good news is Filoni, someone that cares about the property, that knows a lot about the property, is going to get a lot of money thrown at him to get a lot of Star Wars stuff made. If that's good stuff or bad stuff is still yet to be seen, but we haven't had a Star Wars movie since Rise of Skywalker, which was in 2023? 2022, something like that. So, I mean, it's been a while. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I think the next movie to come out in the theaters will be his Mandalorian movie, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly. So,
I like how they name Andor there. Like, there's not other things going on.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, it's a big universe.
Yeah, right. So,
it's not George Lucas, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if Filoni gets in that position, then Lucas. I mean, there was rumors going around at one time that Lucas might come back in some capacity.
Friendly.
Well, having Filoni in Star Wars gives us two options here: a possible return of Lucas and a possible return of Jon Favreau, which I'm fine for either of them.
Yeah.
Anything Favreau touches usually turns to gold.
And he's a Star Wars bro.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we've got Filoni potentially doing Star Wars. We got Gunn's new DCU. And I know Feige has said at some point that he wants to step away. So we may be getting a new head over at MCU.
That's his choice.
I think that, I mean, he's been doing Marvel stuff since 2000.
Yeah, but he's just over there printing money. To do what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But meetings.
I guess maybe he's burnt out, man. They were pumping 3 or 4 movies out a year.
Yeah.
And then it all started to, you know what I mean?
I'd like to go spend some of the money I made.
Exactly. I mean,
it's not like he needs any more.
Yeah. Which I don't think he'll ever leave Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll always be there in some capacity, but like, he might step back from being the
showrunner,
I guess it would be the chief creative officer.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder who they're going to get.
I don't know, man.
I don't really know any other names over at Marvel.
I mean, the Russo brothers.
I
mean, I don't know. Maybe. But is their vision going to align with what?
Well, and when you're doing that, you kind of have to just do that.
Exactly.
Like,
but they, after they did the Infinity War saga stuff, they went to Netflix and they tried to do their spy espionage stuff. Some of it did good, some of it didn't do great.
That Electric State movie was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they stepped away and kind of did their own thing, and they're like, wait, we got huge praise and we got our dick sucked like crazy for doing Infinity Wars. Yeah. And then we made this other stuff, and, you know, some of it was good and some of it wasn't. Yeah, let's print some money for a couple of years, man. It's kind of like, to me, what I feel is going to happen whenever it comes specifically to Marvel is I think that Filoni is going to pull a Saban, right? I think that, for real, I think that he's going to come in. They're going to get the next phase kind of set up and planned out, and then he's going to be like, all right,
he's going to win one more championship.
I think that Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be his championship, and he's going to help recruit, if we're going to look at the Saban analogy here, and get the recruits in line for the next season, make sure that he's got the heavy hitters that he needs to take him. Then it'll be up to the next person that comes in to make sure that that is followed through to fruition.
Hand it off.
Yeah.
So look, we may not win the national championship, but we're going to beat Auburn. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. Even though we got freaking curb stomped by Indiana or Illinois. What the fuck, dude? Anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
Ludicrous display.
What is this shit? What is this bullshit? So, but yeah, I think that's what I know. That was, Ohio State did too. A lot of unexpected.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That is definitely another podcast. But yeah, that's all the movie news that I saw. I'm definitely ready for some trailers because we probably got a couple.
Not as many came out as you would think, but
I mean, it was
there
the
were
holidays.
some bangers. Yeah.
I haven't seen this trailer, but I've seen the look. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. Okay.
We got Madden.
Oh shit. Is that a show or a movie?
I think it's a movie.
I'm down.
Got the teaser for
Oh,
Supergirl.
I haven't seen this.
Fucking planet we on.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Hmm. I
That
like her.
looks
She's
pretty
got pan
good.
ass.
Yeah.
You could tell that was made by James Gunn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like when she's in the bar fighting people. This has Hugh Jackman in it, so it made me think of this. Like the other day, someone was like, I'm excited to see that Neil Diamond movie. And I went, what? And they said, yeah, I saw a commercial for it. And I said, I don't think that's a Neil Diamond movie.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
a guy.
movie where Neil Diamond or Hugh Jackman plays a Neil Diamond impersonator.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything. So they go in there, sit down. What the fuck?
They're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
After he said that, I thought to myself, said no one ever.
Yeah.
Wait to see that Neil Diamond movie. We got Hugh Jackman playing Robin Hood. Ooh.
Okay.
This looks pretty dark. Oh. No. Old man Robin Hood?
Yeah.
that looks badass.
Looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
that looks really good.
Looks better than I thought it was going to look.
Yeah. I saw this trailer the other night, and I'm like,
what the fuck?
Smoking
I haven't
Aces.
seen it yet, but they said it was like The Hunt versus like Ready or Not.
Yeah,
And they were kind of over the top.
Just think of Smoking Aces. That was the first thing that I
definitely over the top then. I'm already in. Mm. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mm. Isolation.
That
looks like a
doesn't look
silly
bad.
goose time.
Yeah, right.
I like those shots they do where it's like almost like the side scroller.
Yes, yeah.
That's cool. We got Steven Spielberg's new sci-fi
New
flick.
sci-fi?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's fucking creepy. We're back.
Okay.
Whenever she starts talking like one of them.
Yeah, it's that way.
It sounds really creepy with headphones on. This shit looks like a silly goose time.
Okay.
Like, this is going to be better than that Mortal Kombat movie.
Hell yeah. Because where you beat the shit out of the car? Okay.
They understood the assignment.
Yeah, for real, right?
I dropped the...
Maybe too good.
I don't know if y'all seen this. Because everybody's going to be in Doomsday. I'll make a name for myself. What about Deadpool?
Yeah, right.
We got the Captain America. Now, we already have a Captain America, so I believe he's going to be coming back as Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
You remember when he said he wasn't going to be in it?
Yeah. I swear I'm not going to be in it.
I'm done with that part of my life. Lying motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Then we have the Thor one. Thor's going to die.
Yeah.
How do we raise the stakes? Let's have a god praying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how worried he is.
Yeah.
Then we have the
God.
Cyclops teaser. Yes. Frightfully. I didn't see Benedict Cumberbatch on that.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure there's going to be people that's not on that list. W.
Outfit looks good.
Think they made that with AI?
I mean, they could have.
It's going to bump
this. This I'm excited for. This is what I'm going to go to the theaters and watch.
I hope it's 4 hours long.
Don't play with me, Daniel.
I like Damon's beard era.
Mm-hmm.
Even Kevin Feige saw this and said, "Fuck, we can't."
Yeah, right.
I saw a bootleg of the you know that shot where it showed the blade come down and they cover the dude's mouth and everything.
Yeah.
So seeing that was in that trailer or whatever, that kind of legitimized it for me. That I'm gonna go on the idea that what I saw wasn't AI. That's the Trojan horse sequence where they're going into it with it and Troy, or Troy, and that whole sequence is fucking awesome, dude. Like
That's
I'm
crazy.
I'm so fucking pumped for that movie.
Hell yeah. What's that?
Oh, of course. End-to-end encryption. And he's got some elephants. Oh, he used to be a cop. This movie's got a little bit of everything. They're just on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Hmm.
Not a Bollywood flick without a parade.
Damn.
I'd like to see
Iron
their
Man was
version of
in there.
Squid Games.
Yeah, right.
How good would Squid Games be in India or wherever?
It would be.
I'd like to see what kind of games they play. Like the bag. You remember the video where the guy did the bag?
Yeah.
That's one of them. You gotta fucking swing the bag out. You know, you make a street food. I'm just kidding.
I am coming. It's like, yeah. I bet you are.
They always work in the one English line.
Yeah.
So Predator Badlands, we gotta work that in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
back to the
do it.
regular schedule. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I look forward to it.
Hell yeah.
I'll watch it again. All right. Checks of the mail.
Flag is raised.